That down. Let's move on to this. July's going to be a huge month, man. We got Jurassic. We got Superman. But lest we forget, we also have Fantastic Four 1. Now, Fantastic Four First Steps. I still don't like that's a dumb title. Even though that I think I know now why they put that in there, I think it's a dumb title.
Does that mean the second one's going to be called Second Steps?
Second Steps. I'm now on a plateau right now where I'm like, I am looking forward to this movie. I really am. I love the filmmaker involved. I love the casting. I think this is going to be a good movie. The marketing is already up and running, and they're predicting this movie can make anywhere from like $120 to $150 million opening weekend, which would obliterate any of the opening weekends from any of the other Fantastic Four films. Good for them. But they just put out, in what I believe to be in association with a new pizza promotion.
Little Caesars
pizza promotion. They are now showing a clip from the movie, which Jonathan, do you have a graphic of the original Fantastic Four comic book?
Oh yeah, I can grab it.
Yeah, see if you can grab that and bring it up. So for those of you guys who don't know, and I've got a giant version of this, the actual original Fantastic Four comic book had a villain on the cover called, how did you pronounce it?
Giganto.
Giganto.
Yeah.
I always say Giganto, but you were probably right. It's Giganto.
Yeah.
Which I had a 9.8 of this.
There he is.
First cover, number 1.
Which has the cheesiest dialogue on it. Don't worry, sister. The Fantastic Four have not yet begun to fight. And stuff like that. Really cheesy dialogue on it. But that's the cover of the very first Fantastic Four. So, they decided they needed to put him in the movie.
Yes.
And this is some of the footage. And let's go back. There he is. There he is. And the car coming in. I'm going to say I like the car. All right. This is going to become Exhibit A whenever I have to have this discussion with people who say, it's always best if you make it comic book accurate. No, it's fucking not. People's Exhibit 1, Giganto. That's as comic accurate as you get, my friends. You look at that and then you look at the comic book cover. That's it. That's comic book accurate. I think this looks terrible. Now, granted, I'm watching it in a small, tiny screen. I'm seeing it out of context. I've often seen visual effects in trailers that look wonky to me because they're not made for a small screen. Once you actually blow them up, put on a big screen, all of a sudden I've gone, oh, actually, you know what? In the movie, it looks pretty good.
I don't think that scene's in the movie though.
I think this is at the very beginning of the movie.
I think it's a different shoot because I think.
You think they just made this for the pizza commercial?
Yeah. It looks kind of like they did.
Yeah.
Let's put it this way. I hope this is something they just made for the pizza commercial because this doesn't look all that good. Visually, this doesn't look good.
I just found this on Newsweek. Hang on. I don't even know if this is I'm not gonna play it. We'll just scroll through it. So there's that. Yeah. Oh yeah. Cause see, look, he's the pizza guy, and then he gets grabbed by this Giganto right there. See.
But I think they're just putting him in his hand.
Maybe. But I think
because remember, like Superman, and like they have commercials where it's like the what's the insurance company? Progressive. Stuff. They're like, oh yeah, we're here to help Superman insure this car, and then they intercut it with footage from Superman. Look, if this is just specifically made for this commercial, all is forgiven.
Yeah,
that's totally fine. Totally, I take it all back. I do. I'm more than happy to take it all back. If this is actually a clip from the movie, I'm a little bit worried now about what the visuals are going to look like. But then again, Rob, I've seen the visuals and everything else we've seen from the movie all look perfectly good. So yeah. I don't know. What do you think of this?
Well, I think back to Multiverse of Madness, where Doctor Strange in the beginning of the movie fights that creature.
Star kind of thing.
It looked great. I mean, it was a really goofy looking monster, but the execution was terrific.
Yeah.
The giant eye.
Right.
If you're making a movie with a certain verisimilitude to it, this creature does not fit. It looks like an animated creature. And while it's cool that it's Giganto from Fantastic Four #1, I would think for a feature film, the design work would be a little different.
Yeah.
Can I throw in
a little more robust.
Here's the thought that just hit me. Jonathan, bring it up. Okay, so maybe.
Oh, you got it?
Yep. This is real from the movie.
Yeah.
And then that is not.
Because that's probably on maybe like
I'm
Little
wondering-
Caesar's budget or something.
Yes, I'm wondering if this shot right here with the car,
Yeah,
if
that.
that's actually footage from the movie. And then when we see Giganto,
The cutaway.
that's something they just made for the pizza
I mean, he
commercial.
looks like he's out of Monsters Inc. You know.
Yes, he does.
He looks like he's out of
He
Monsters
knows
Inc.
Sully.
Yeah, he's like Sully's evil stepbrother, whatever. It just doesn't look.
So okay, and so look, if that's what this is, if this is a hybrid, a cut of actual footage from the movie with something then they just put together that some college kid with Maya put together in a weekend, then that's fine. Then that's totally fine.
By the way, if it is just a pizza ad, the fact that they went back to the cover of Fantastic Four 1 is pretty
It's
witty.
pretty awesome.
It's pretty awesome. You know.
Yeah. Now again, I could see them, since he's on the cover of the very first Fantastic Four, I could see this as the opening scene of the movie.
That'd be cool.
I
Sure.
could totally see this
I
as
do
the
too.
opening scene of Fantastic Four, the Fantastic Four jumping out into action, fighting this monster that's come up from the underworld and whatever, but I don't know.
The design work, it just looks unfinished. You know, it looks like it's from another movie. It doesn't look like it's real.
To me, it looks
Quote,
like
unquote, real.
before I
Looks
even knew
AI
it was,
generated.
yeah, before I even knew it was like it was a Pizza Hut commercial or a Little Caesars or whatever. I actually thought this was like DLC for Marvel Rivals. You know,
Right.
like, oh, you can play as Fantastic Four now. You know,
And maybe you can again, and maybe it's from something that I haven't seen yet. I don't know, but all I'm saying is now is that if that is actually footage from the movie, I'm a little nervous.
Yeah, and also, you think if that's from the beginning of the movie, when it looks like, I agree with you, it does, then there's a reason why they haven't shown it in the trailer. You think people aren't going to look at that and go, wait, what?
Yeah. Huh?
So
Anyway, we want to take a second to thank a sponsor of today's video, Stitch Fix. Guys, you know I love movies, but you also know I have absolutely no fashion sense, and I absolutely hate shopping for my clothes. But thankfully, I have found a better way. Stitch Fix online personal styling makes it easy. With Stitch Fix, I get a stylist who understands my style, size, and budget, and they do all the shopping for me. Because look, shopping and figuring out style can be overwhelming, especially for somebody like me. When it comes to getting dressed, I don't even know where to start, to be honest. That's why I love having a Stitch Fix stylist. They really know what works for me. I get pieces that make me look great, and it's a real confidence boost. You just give your stylist your size, style, and budget preferences. You get to order boxes when you want and how you want, no subscription required. They send you personalized pieces, and the fit is always on point. No stores, no crowds, no stress. Just personalized looks that you will love. So guys, make style easy. Get started today at stitchfix.com/Campea. That's stitchfix.com/Campea.
maybe they'll do what Snyder cultists want you to do and give up those tickets.
All right, guys. Question is for you. What do you think about this? Is this something right from the movie? Maybe it was something they just generated just for the pizza commercial, which if they did, hey, kudos, creatively done. If it's actually something from the movie, I'm admittedly a little bit nervous. Anyway, whatever you guys think, jump down to the comment section below and let us know your thoughts. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this video. Make sure you like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget, we have a daily podcast called the John Campea Show podcast, available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or your favorite podcasting app of choice. Go and subscribe to it today so it'll be there when you need it.